We have been boondocking for the better part of 4.5 months. What's up, everybody? We have been boondocking for the better part of 4.5 months out here in Arizona. We've been on a nursing contract. That's why we've been stationary for so long in one spot. We're preparing for our next trip here really soon, so be sure to check that out. But today I'm going to show you a video on how we dispose of our waste and fill up our freshwater tanks, which makes it possible to boondock or dry camp, whatever you call it, for so long at one time. So go ahead and check out this, and I apologize for the shaky video. I'm figuring all this stuff out still, so I apologize for that, and check it out. Welcome back, everybody, to our boondocking spot here in Arizona. Today got my gloves because we're gonna tote some turds. I'm gonna show you how boondocking we get our water and waste to and fro where it needs to be and where it needs to come from and go. So let's check it out. Got some of the tools and things we're gonna need here. First, we have our, what we call our turd tote. This is essentially just a big giant tote that is going to hold our waste. Then we have to get it from the RV, which I'll show you in a minute. It's up under here. You gotta get it from there into here. That's where this comes in. This is called a macerator. This is basically just a garbage disposal, shall you say, for your waste and toilet paper and things of that nature, and it pumps it also into the tote. We have a hose dedicated just for this, so that way we don't get it mixed up with anything, and that could be terrible. This here is a 45-degree clear attachment that I'm going to put on the RV and then attach to the macerator, so that way I can actually see what's coming out. Not like I want to see it, but so that way I can see it's working, and when it's empty, I know what to do. And this here is something I picked up. It's actually a cleaner, a jet cleaner style thing for the end of your stinky slinkies. You put this on there and you jet water through there, and it'll actually clean out your slinky. But let me grab my gloves here. I went ahead and I cut out the part in here that made it a jet. It's simple, easy to cut. I cut that out so that way it don't spray, and it just kind of shoots through there just as if it would a hose, and then that hooks to there. So let me go ahead and strap on some gloves here, and then we will go ahead and hook it up. All right, first what I'm gonna do is I come over and I check my lid up here. Make sure this cap is open to release the pressure as you're pumping in. Unfortunately, you do get a little smell there, but that's why I stand away from it, so I don't really have to smell it. We're gonna pop our cap here. That's where this piece comes in. This piece here, just gonna twist on right here, like so. Simple pimple, easy peasy. Now I'm gonna grab my hose and keep it capped together so that way there's no leakage, and I do keep it separate from anything else. You know, I keep it in its own spot. Alright, so I got some picture takers over there, no biggie. It's pretty cool. They do it all the time right here behind the house. They stop and and take pictures. It's a beautiful sight. So we're just gonna screw this on here. Make sure you're nice and snug, nice and fit and tight. And then I usually just drape this up and over the side of the truck here, like so, so it's all kind of flowing, no kinks, and then kind of shooting straight in. And then I will take you down to the other end and we will hook up the macerator and the hose and go from there. Okay, now we are down here underneath the RV. This is our hookups here for our waste and our gray. This is where they exit. This is where the clear 45 comes in. I come up here and I go ahead and I hook it in and I hook it to where it faces down. And we are going to get our macerator out. Like I said, it's just like a giant garbage disposal. Comes with an on and off button. Hooks up to the wires. I'll show you here in a minute. And I'm going to take this macerator now, and this is my exit port, so I point that towards where I'm going to be shooting it. So we're going to hook this up like so. Uncap that. I put my button out here because I will show you in a minute. I stand out there and I work the button and I watch the gray or the black, whatever's coming out. And then I also watch the tote for the little warning thing to pop up saying you're full. You know what I mean? I don't want to overfill. And then this is your power cord. So right here we'll just hook straight up to your macerator. Now for some reason with the macerator and things, they don't come with your alligator clips here. Okay, they don't come with them, they just come bare wired. There's a little bit of wire hanging out, so it makes it easy to hook. Let me see. Makes it easy to hook, but focus on that. Just slides in there, pinches down, simple. You can pick these up at any hardware store. Relatively cheap, and makes it easier to hook to your battery. And then I have our power source. This is the old battery that came off of our rig. When I replaced that, I kept it, and now I have a solar panel that just hooks right to it that I will charge this up whenever it needs a charging. And I use this battery to run the macerator and pump the water into the house, which I'll show you later. So leave this here, and then I'm gonna go get the hose. Alright, here we got our hose. Regular garden hose. Nothing to it. Just hook it right to your exit port. And you always want to make sure all your fittings are tight. Nothing's open, it's not supposed to be open. And then I will go through and I'll check my hose, make sure it all flows good, no kinks in it. Alright, now we should be set up and all ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and hook up my power. Okay, now we're all hooked up on power. What I like to do to make sure everything's hooked up and working first before I cut that black loose, or waste, is I tried the gray a little. Open it, let some of that gray flow in there and fill up. And then you can close it. Well, leave it open actually while you do this so you don't create a back suction. And then hit the power. Everything's running, nothing's leaking. I can see the back of the truck. I can hear it coming out. Everything's okay. So now I'm gonna close my gray, and then I will open the black and start pumping. The black is open. I'm gonna start pumping. You see the change. I'll blur this out or something. You don't want to see this, but I can see it coming through now. It's full. I can see things moving, and now I know everything's working properly. And I'm gonna go make sure same goes for the back of the truck. All right, let's go take a look. So now, bring you up out of here where it's kind of loud. We're pumping. Everything's running. Everything's flowing. You can probably hear it. It's pumping, filling. I'm not gonna stand here very long because you can smell this, so go over here somewhere where I don't have to smell it much for a second. Now, in case you didn't hear me, what I was saying under there is that I'll start with a little bit of the gray, and then I'll test it, make sure all the connections are tight and nothing's leaking, because you don't want anything leaking when you're dealing with your black. Then when everything's working correctly, I will go ahead, open the black, turn it on, and you can see it going, you can see it flowing. And then I will step back with the controller and I will watch to make sure we don't overfill. And what I'm doing is I'm watching that button up there, that little port there. That's my air vent, as well as my warning tab, that little red thing, kind of like a turkey baster. You know, your turkey's done. The whole same thing. It'll pop up when it's full, and you better stop or you're going to be in a situation. I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to go watch this before it overflows on me. So it don't take long. And we don't normally wait until like we're super duper full to do this, just because I want to fit it in there and be able to fit a little gray through. So that's what I'll do now. It's done, but I'm gonna let the black continue. Some of it will flow back through, or so I say keep coming out, and then I'll go inside or have somebody inside dump 2, 3, 4, whatever, how many ever toilet bowl fulls down in, and then I'll pump that out again. And then what I'll do after that is I'll come through and I will open the grays, and then I'll clean the system out and the hoses out with the gray water, just to help, so that way I'm not dealing with any black issues. Okay, there it is. Now I'm going to show you this here real quick. I went until, let's see, hopefully you can see it there. I can barely see it, it's so sunny out here. So sunny and beautiful in the dead of winter here in Arizona. But okay, there you go. Hopefully you can see that. The little red button is starting to pop out of there. Now it comes out of there a little more, but when it starts to come out of there is about the time I cut it off, because I want to allow room to clear the line here. I want to clear that in there so I'm not dumping gray all over the ground. Set you right here, maybe you can see them beautiful mountains behind us while I'm showing you this. This is a connection that I need. You see it's the same. I guess you can call it the male. It's a male and male, but that will come over here. I only got one glove on right now, so I'm trying not to touch it. To this. Let me see. It'll go on here like so, and then twist into place. This is also the same kind of fitting that is on the turd tote, so you have to have this to connect them together. I'll show you how that goes when we get there. Yeah, let's dump some poopy. Gotta have your attachment to go in here. That hooks right to this simple pimple. It goes in. And put our rock on it. We have our double attachment I was talking about. Put that on there. This up, lift it up.
Oh.
Yep, watch it. Nice and easy, nice and slow. You don't want no splashback. And open your little valve here. And lift.
That's it. Out and out.
And just let it drain. And raise this up, get all that yucky out of there. Should be good. And gonna hook her back up. I like to give a little slosh around. Make sure it's all getting all the yucks. And then rinse. Normally that comes out pretty clean. That's it. Put your cap back on, unhook everything, rinse it out, clean it up. Alright, time for the water. And I said earlier, get your cleaner. And I clean it up real good like. Give this a rinse. We have seen some people go straight from black hands with no gloves to the water, so I like to make sure it's kind of clean, or at least feels clean, right? Now we're gonna fill the water. Bring our own hose, water filter. Hook this up. And let's just hook our hose up. Hook it up, open it up, and just turn it on.
Flexible non-kinkless hoses are not kinkless.
Alright, we got the water going, pumping in. Now I'm going to show you how we do it. We already filled up the water bladder, and I have a separate hose that's hooked up to a water pump. Now that water pump, there's different kind of pumps you can get. You can get transfer pumps. You can get different kind of pumps to get the water from the bladder to the house. But I just grabbed a RV pump. It's a 12-volt replacement pump for the RV, so that way it does the job. And if I ever need to replace, if anything goes wrong with the houses, just throw it in and then replace it. So then again, you have to buy the alligator clips to put on yourself. They don't come with alligator clips. Alligator clip and then go straight to the battery. Let me go show you. Alright, there we have the water bladder in the back of the truck that we filled up, hose, your battery, and then the water pump. And then, like I said, this water pump is a replacement pump for the house. So if anything goes wrong with the house pump, I can use this one as backup. Simple as that. Put it in there. Get your alligator clips. Hook it up and let it rip. Watch your sensors. Simple as that. There it is. Simple as that. Got your turd tote for your waste and your gray, and then you got your water bladders and pumps to put the water back in. Takes a little bit of time, but it's really not all that bad when you can live somewhere like this for free, you know. I'll take the 20 minutes to an hour, whatever it takes for me to get it done. I'll do that for this luxury here. It's pretty nice. That's all I got for right now. Till next time.